Thank you, Francis. I gotta admit, I'm a little embarrassed. I didn't even know you liked me. All right, next up, we have our gem. This is going to be a little interesting because Marco is an IFASA member, but he's also from Italy. And we have Emilio. Do you want to come on up, or are you happy there? So, Emilio and Marco worked on this. This is a trailer. They're both IFASA members. So.
Hello everyone. I'm sorry about I don't speak English very well, and I hope you can understand me. Also, the movie is a drama thriller, and begin with a true detective that interrogates 8 people that live in the same building, and during the movie will come out the character, the problem, and a couple of things that to combine all the people and to be possible murder, because there are an homicide, and I can't tell all the but enjoy the trailer, and thank you very much to IFASA for this opportunity to speak and to show the trailer, and thank you for Marco, the director. He's an amazing person, and thank you very much for all.
Hi everybody. Nice to see you all there. Ciao Rosie.
Ciao Marco.
Hey. Hey, also, that's Eric? Eric. I'm happy we are so many today. I'm also happy that IFASA is growing a lot. I see that there is also... He's my friend Emilio. Emilio is a cool guy. He's one of the actors of my last movie, Mosaic, and I'm really proud of him because I follow him since the beginning of his career, and he worked a lot to raise the level of this movie. He's a very good actor, but now, please, keep him with you. Can't wait to be with you again, guys. Soon we will make the premiere of Mosaic in Tucson. So now, enjoy the trailer.
The video, and he was just absolutely panicked because of the quality of the video. He actually shot it on his phone and then edited it on his phone as well. He is location scouting in Sardinia, and his camera's in Serbia. So he apologizes a bunch for that. I told him it'd be fine, so. All right, now it's time for 3 for 30s. Do we have any takers? Come on up, Jay.
Jay!
Put your money down. I got it. And go.
Simplified business plan for artists, small business, part-time and full-time, $4.99. Now available for purchase on Amazon.com Kindle. It's practical, reusable, thorough. You do not need a CPA or lawyer to use this. It's professional. I've been using it for 20 years. Last year they talked about a good business plan for us to use in our projects. This is good, and I wanted to offer that to you. Thank you.
So now we have our first nugget of the evening. And he's going to talk to us about knowing your surroundings. You have 4 minutes.
I'll talk real slow. No, what we're talking about is safety. And as you may have heard, I shoot a lot of stock footage, and particularly I chase a lot of storms here in Arizona during the monsoon season. So I have a lot of fun doing that. But I've learned a couple of lessons over the last several years about safety out there in the middle of nowhere. A couple of things, and this actually goes for any filmmaker. If you're going to have a crew out, you're going to shoot out in the desert, bring along a lot of Gatorade, because people will start cramping up. It's beyond any doubt that will happen, and it's the worst thing It makes it really difficult to drive when your right leg is cramping because you get a lot of speeding tickets. Okay? That's one of the first things. Also, always let people know, somebody should know where you're going to go shoot. Particularly if you're just a small crew or one-on-one or a soloist, which happens a lot when I'm out there chasing some nasty, wonderful monsoon storm to catch some beautiful lightning shots. Then you always have to kind of check and watch your surroundings. I've had situations here in the city where it was pretty precarious, not because the lightning was dangerous or anything, but because the damn sprinklers turned on and my camera got wet. And I didn't think about that when I set everything up on the nice grass patch in front of the bank. Why would sprinklers go on during a monsoon storm? Okay, so there's things like that. Common sense, right? But the worst that has happened, and this is something that's not so obvious, I go out and buy a beautiful new lens for my camera, a wonderful 10 to 20 millimeter ultra-wide lens, and I ended up shooting this beautiful, unbelievable storm one night. And I was up at McGraw's on Houghton. And within 40 minutes, I got 105 unbelievable shots. You want to bring that? This is the 105th shot. The problem, and I called the camera manufacturer and I said, you guys really should put a warning label on your lenses. Objects are closer than they appear to be. This lightning strike was literally 50 feet from me. So now what I do is I always take my wife along and I have her hold the umbrella. Because, you know, I don't want to get wet. And she is a trooper. She'd kill me if she heard me say this.
We're playing it.
But these are the kinds of things now, you know, I do this a lot, and I've had a lot of people come and go, wow, how do you get those shots? And, you know, how do you... And what people really don't understand is that this is actually a very, very dangerous thing to do. Because think about it, we're out there with this metal tripod kind of thing, which is one of the nicest things to attract lightning. But I always have now made it a point to stay very close to my Faraday cage on 4 wheels, aka a car. And a Faraday cage, by definition, is something that will literally let the electricity flow around you and not into you. So if you're in your vehicle and during a lightning storm, this is in general, don't put your foot out. Don't put your arm out. Okay, it can happen.
Don't touch any metal?
Yeah, don't touch any metal in the car. I've also been driving, and I've had actually closer encounters where lightning literally struck the front of my car. And I got that on film, which is pretty exciting. And that's my time.
Thank you.
Oh boy, I thought I got so much lightning.
All right, for board updates, we don't have a whole lot of them, but we have a lot of new neat stuff. Can't figure that one out. Two of the biggest things, the first thing is IFASA now owns their very own audio equipment. Peter Goritz has been incredibly generous through a very long time in loaning us his own audio equipment and running it for us. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight. But we have our brand new system, and eventually it's going to be able to be rented out to IFASA members for a small fee. So it's a really good asset for all of us. There's the speakers there, the new stands, the mixing board. We bought the portable one. I think it sounds incredible. I don't know if you guys, but the videos have been amazing. So we also have a microphone and a headset and wireless.
Digital.
And it has the ability to grow a little bit more with us, so when we get some more money. So we're really excited about the audio equipment. We also have just gotten our brand new membership card maker. The membership cards are going through a whole new thing. We're going to sit down and work out some membership levels and get them designed. But our new membership cards are going to be a lot like credit cards. They're going to be hard plastic. They're going to be something very, very nice that you can show to people and start getting discounts and stuff from participating businesses. So they're going to be very nice and very professional. So we're really excited about that. They'll be coming out soon, so we're not sending any out yet. Still need to get them designed. They just came in 2 days ago.
The printer came in Friday.
Yeah, the printer came in Friday. So we've got a board meeting next week. We'll sit down and figure out a bunch of stuff, and hopefully we'll have the new membership cards out to everybody very soon. And the last piece of news I have is just incredibly, incredibly sad. Melissa Bonzak, who's a member of the board and also a very talented filmmaker here in town, is moving to Florida. Key West, so she seemed to think that's okay.
There's no remorse there at all.
Yeah. So she will definitely be missed. What that is, there's also going to be a spot open on the board. If anybody's interested, then I don't know what to do. So
she's going to start the Key West branch of IFASA.
right.
So Arizona and Florida. Right.
And Key West.
Well, the next hurricane can blow that over to a
Yeah, she'll be back. The next hurricane, she'll be back.
some shots of Key West.
All right, so the board is working on a lot of stuff. We're still continuing to work on the business plan and executive summary and all that other kind of boring stuff. But for the fun stuff, that's pretty much it. All right, now we're going through for our next nugget. Gorilla, that would be on camera LED lighting. And Jonathan's going to be regaling us with his knowledge for the next 4 minutes.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. This one isn't going to be as elegant as the last one from last week, but I do have last week's in here, curiously enough. So as you can tell by this thing, one of the toughest things to do... No, there's no time. Is making something...
Do you want the headsets?
It'll make me do a mic, so okay. Getting some cheap on-camera LED lighting. If you've ever seen the LED rigs from like light panels and stuff, they run hundreds, thousands of dollars. Now I'm not going to say mine is perfect, but mine costs less than $20. So there you go. So what we're going to do is just real quick. Obviously, this is going to take a little bit of assembly. These are this is actually a pair of Samson strong tie. These are just metal plates used to put decking together. I sound weird on a mic. So you got two of them. We've got an angle bracket, which you can kind of see here. See, this is why I wanted to yell. Because I wanted to disassemble stuff.
You want the headset?
Why, thank you. No, it's all right. I actually just prefer just to shout. Thank you. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to attach these two together with a couple of screws. Now, I painted this one. And then... All right, so what this is here is this is a small mounting bracket. It's basically a 1/4-inch screw that attaches to the top of your camera. Right? Then I'm going to put this, somewhere, right on there. And I'm going to tamp it down. All this stuff is all included. This will take you all of about 30 minutes to assemble. Unless you're really hardware challenged, in which case just have somebody help you. It's really not hard. These little lights here, these little lights you pick up at Harbor Freight. These I picked up on sale for, I think, $2.79 a piece. And they've got these nice little powerful magnets on the back of them. So now, when I want a light to go on my camera, now I have all this set up, and it costs about $20.
Aren't you glad they actually turned on?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh yeah.
And just remember, this isn't a replacement for light. It's a light assist. If you have no light, you need something more than just a couple of LED lights, because they're gonna give you maybe a stop, and that's about it.
If it's not the real McCoy, forget it.
But if you're in a dark room, not a black room, but a dark room, you'll be good to go. So, that's it. No,
Jonathan. I don't know if he told you, but there are handouts over on the table that have those directions on them. So if you want to pick them up, he's provided them for you, so feel free to do so.
And last week's are up there free of charge.
Hi, hello everybody.
Hey.
I am a local filmmaker. Everybody, many people here know about me. I am an IFASA member in the last 3 years. I'm an IFASA member also. And I want to share with you a little from my trailer, from my first future. It's about evolution, a fundamental link in the story of humanity. Offer us many unknown which throughout our life continue to remain unsolved. Evolution and Enigmas of time intend to unravel this mystery and will take you on a journey of explanation and time. And now I would like to share with you the trailer. Thank you so much for the time to enjoy my movie. This is my first movie I made. I expect on the future to make more yet. But what I want to explain all of you that now the trailer you watch it is available in YouTube. I made public for everybody, and everybody can share with any other people they want. And also, well, I create a Facebook page. I have to add a little more detail to make more active the regular public. That will happen during the next day, I hope. Well, my movie, the trailer I put on YouTube. It's my very small presentation, and I am available to on other projects are not mine to support with my honest and little skill for any other project, because I know a lot of talent from IFASA there is. A lot of people want to make movie, and I am here. Also on the future I expect to show my movie in some screen. I am looking for that yet. Well, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you so much, Sebastian. All right, our last nugget of the evening. Many of you may remember Margarita, the professional makeup artist. She has volunteered to come up and show us how, in 4 minutes or less, to erase a tattoo. Temporarily.
So first, I want to let you guys know that 4 minutes definitely is not enough time, but I will keep on working while you guys finish up, and we'll have it all done. But I made a little handout, and
The handouts will be put on the table over here.
he didn't know. My model.
Want to put on the headset?
I'll talk loud.
You can do the
I
Madonna
will
thing.
do
Come
it.
on.
If-
See?
I
Come
will
on,
do
break
it
it
as
in
you
for us.
like.
This is still virgin.
Well, I need my hands, so I'd rather do that. But I absolutely hate talking in front of people. I'm an artist, so I like to.
Hands free.
You. Good luck to you with that. What you'd want to do is have something like Derma Blend. I don't know if you guys have heard that, but if you don't have Derma Blend, I guess you could use something else, over-the-counter type stuff. So basically what I'm going to use for this is a concealer, and what you want to do is you want to neutralize the... Sorry. You want to neutralize the colors in the tattoo. In this case, we have a great tattoo because there's not a lot of color. If there's a lot of red and blue and things like that, you have to use a color wheel and go opposite the color wheel. So like, let's say if it was blue, you'd be trying to put a little orange in there to kill out the blue. But anyway, I'm going to do the very quick generic version. And what you want to have is some stipple brushes or makeup brushes to do some stippling. And then you're going to want a powder brush. And I'm going to try to like match up his color as close as possible.
Blinding white.
Just use sunshine.
Yeah, so translucent.
Translucent dirt.
So you also want to go a bit lighter than his normal color. It really doesn't matter what color skin you have, you just want to go at least a shade lighter. We're trying to cancel out all the blue as well, so if I needed to, I would be putting some orange in there, and I'm stippling, which means I'm kind of patting it up and down, and I'm tracing around the design, because obviously that's where the tattoo is. But then I'm going to fill in, and I'm going to use my finger or a brush, and I'm going to kind of go outward and inward just so it kind of fades and blends in. So
This is kind of like blurring on Photoshop.
the first thing, yeah, it's basically Photoshop in real life. So just kind of stippling there. And one of the big things about covering a tattoo is time. And today I only have 4 minutes, but one of the most important things is making sure that in between each application you let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes if you're using a grease type base. So a foundation or a concealer is going to be a grease type base. I personally use airbrushing, so it's silicone or a waterproof base. So I usually don't have to go through all these steps, but this is for if you guys have one of those shoots that you just really quickly need to cover something up. So I'm going to get my finger and I'm going to kind of blend outward, and it just kind of diffuses it. So that's what I'm doing now. And then I'm also going to continue to stipple. One of the things about skin is not just one color. You have freckles, you have rosacea, let's say, you have veins. So you have to take into account that the skin is going to have different colors. That's what's going to give the realism on camera. What you're trying to do is you're trying to make like little pixelated dots so it confuses the camera, so it looks like normal skin, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes much sense, but so I'm also going to be using something like this, just because he's not just pale white. I mean, you are, but
You got a little red in the face right there?
I was worried.
And so after you are doing the stippling and all of this and the blending with your finger and going outward, after this dries, then you're going to want to put a translucent powder, or let's say you're darker skin, you want to use something that's going to match the skin. If you go to the wrong colors, you're going to look ashy. So you need to make sure that you're trying to get color that blends in with the skin. So
You took one of my stars away, didn't you?
yeah, one of your stars is gone. I have to. And then if you guys come up close to him in a little bit, you can see he's got freckles and little, so we'll add some of that stuff in. And that's how you do that.
All right, Margarita, go ahead and leave that on if you want, and continue working, and we'll go ahead and see our last nugget of the evening. Bob, did you want to introduce it?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, this is Bob Byers.
I've been in the visual and performing arts all my life, which is getting to be a really long time. I started experimenting with 16mm film in 1965, I think it was, with a little hand-cranked thing. And I was out doing the steam that came out of the manhole covers in Manhattan because I thought it was really fascinating. Anyway, I wanted to be a filmmaker way back then. I remember scraping emulsion and gluing things together, etc. Then I went to film school and learned about all the rules. And then I thought, okay, I don't have $1 million, I can't make a movie. And now the digital revolution has happened, and I have to make movies because it's cheap. So I had two actresses that I had known for decades that I've always wanted to direct in something. And then I coincidentally discovered a woman in French history who is a household word in France, but no one's ever made a play or a film of her, and she's out of copyright. So gradually these images and ideas became coalesced. I've been on this subject for about 2 years. I've read probably 30 books, including this. There are 10 volumes of this woman's letters. I've read some. The period, the culture, the politics, the plague, etc., etc. So this is the trailer for the yet-to-be-made movie to show what we're capable of.
All right, everyone, that concludes the meeting portion of March IFASA. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you learned something. I hope you can take something away from you. And feel free to stick around and network for a while. We have a lot of talented people that can help each other out. So thanks, guys.
And then you write a little blurb, about your book, and oftentimes they'll retweet it.
What is it? So we've got that freedom to just change.